Oh my gosh, y'all. I was talking and talking, and I did not hit the record button. Anyway, Mr. Cox is coming between 10 and 12, and the nice young man I spoke with for quite some time yesterday says I need a new box. Well, this is going to be my third one, so I must be really hard on boxes. All right, I want to talk about this table. Now, y'all remember at Christmas, I had Terry and Nancy over for Christmas dinner. That little table that I have, the cute white one that matches the chairs, just didn't get it. Now, I looked and looked for something that I was going to be able to use that would fit my space. Now, most round tables, which I prefer because when you're sitting at a round table, even a huge one, everybody can see everybody else, and it's better for conversation. At least that's my feeling. So most of them are 42 inches. That is way too large for my space. So when I found this one, and I do love the wrought iron, and I love the glass, but it's going to take some little placemats because glass is loud when you're setting things down on it. But anyway, when I found this one and it was 36 inches, I had to have it. And I got this on my little trip down to Santee. Some of y'all noticed it and commented on it, but not very many people. Now, you guys, I am trying to be better with my money, and I have been. But this little table was $20. Now, I had purchased a little foldable black table from Walmart to do my sewing on. I thought Terry had a table, but he was using it, so I didn't want to ask him to unload it so I could use it. So I bought that little table at Walmart, and it was $29. So that got returned, and instead I got this beautiful table. Now, I would have never had gray paint, so much black, ever in my home. Although I did have some, oh, I don't know what you call that countertop, that that kind of expensive stuff, but it had a little diamond pattern in it, and it matched my flooring. But anyway, I never would have had that. Red? No. Now I have to say, orange is probably my least favorite color, except for my beautiful Harley shirt. So, what do you guys think about this little table? Now, eventually, if I can find little chairs that match, I will do so. But until then, I'm going to use what I have. Now, if I have four people, I can clean off my little black cane chairs. Now, they're not really sturdy enough for John and Mr. Terry. I just would be afraid that they might break and somebody would get hurt. So I'm not gonna I don't want to rely on that. But I am so thrilled with my table. And believe it or not, you guys, I like the red. Who would have thought? Now, y'all know, everybody knows, I am not matchy matchy. So I put my little red, oh, the light's not good. My little red flower that Maria gave me in the window. And there's my red clock. Oh, that shows up good. Maybe if I bend down. We're supposed to have some more liquid sunshine. Okay, that's enough on the table. Now, my yellow table that everybody was, saying, don't cut the feet, don't cut the feet, don't cut the feet. I agree with you. It is one of the most beautiful things about my yellow table. So here she is. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's yellow. Yellow and red look okay together. And since I have quite a bit of yellow in the kitchen, maybe it's going to be okay. But certainly there, it's a good height, and I don't have to cut the legs off. It sticks out a little bit, but not nearly as much as the refrigerator did. Okay, moving on. Does anybody know, let me see if I can turn it, yeah, what this is? You see, can you see that thing right there? And it has this. I don't know what this is. I mean, I don't know what it goes to. OEM power adapter. Now, I know it doesn't go to my laptop, but if I threw this out, a week later, I'd figure it out and I'd be kicking myself. Okay, you guys can see that my living room is totally rearranged. Now, here's the dilemma. I have so much light. But y'all, when I walked in my front door, I loved seeing my purple love seat. So the reason that I moved it around like this is because even though I complained about all this cable cord, I didn't have enough of it. I can put the TV there, but hard to see from the love seat. But I didn't have enough of that cord to go all the way over there. So I hope I remember to ask the young man if he has a piece that I can extend it with. The good thing about the love seat being over here, y'all, is that this window does not get direct sunlight. So I don't know. Nothing is perfect. Okay, now on to the curtain thing. I'm going to stand back. Okay, you can see I took the valance down up there. It's up here. I just don't care for that. Now, somebody, or maybe a couple of somebodies, suggested that I use some Velcro and that I hang my valances to go along this way with the Velcro. So, oops, I almost knocked my lamp over. So that would be an option, but I'm not sure that I'm crazy about that either. Okay. Now, as for the length, Jess, y'all don't jump on Jeff, okay? He's a sweetheart. He's a little, blunt sometimes, but I don't care. He's a nice guy. But anyway, I tried this method to cover up my stuff up here. Now on these, I even removed the little silver thingy and put my hooks directly into the little hole. That was not easy, by the way, you guys, but that still is not the answer. Okay, My favorite way to treat this is to use cornices. And I'm like, wow, okay. You know, I miss instant gratification. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, when am I ever going to be able to afford to do that? Terry and I looked at some boards. They were actually those really tall baseboards, and they were white, so they would have worked really nicely. Well, this morning I'm outside cleaning my patio, and yesterday I worked on some of Stephanie's weeds. So in the morning when Miss Hazel has to go potty, we go out the back door because she's really got to go. So I look over and I left all those weeds and all that dirt over there on Stephanie's sidewalk. What a ditz. But I'm going to tell y'all, it is my ADD. It is so hard for me to stay on one project for very long. I'll work on something, I look over, all of a sudden I see something else. So anyway, I went out there and cleaned that up, and I worked really hard on my patio. I've got it almost completed. But what did I find out there? Some wood that will work perfectly. Perfectly. And the plan is, and y'all let me know, I've got some of those little, L hooks. And they come in different sizes. And I'm thinking, not only can I join them together, because the boards are only 72 inches and these windows are quite a bit wider than that. So I'm going to use the L brackets. And they will make perfect cornices. They're going to come down, I think the panels are like, they're more than 6 inches. I should have measured them, but they will work perfectly. And I can paint them with the same paint that all my trim is painted. Am I a genius or what? Not. Okay, one last thing, you guys. I know that these pink curtains and this purple couch, they're not good. But they are what they are. And someday maybe I'll be able to afford some nice, luxurious material. I totally love paisley. But in the meantime, now this is just an example. I thought I would get some fabric with a pretty pattern in it, something really cheap. It doesn't have to be expensive, and use it to trim the edges. So you guys weigh in on that and let me know what you think. Okay? Now, look at all this. Most of this, well, some of this is sewing clutter. Yesterday, Leo was using, he's working on his porch over there, the railings, and he was using a level. So I had to go out there and ask him if he needed to use my pink one. He just laughed. Okay, one last thing. When you put your sewing machine away, you regret it, because there's always something else that you wanted to repair, which I have a pillowcase that is coming apart. So it's not put away permanently. Anyway, you guys, this video's long as usual. I love you. I'm sorry I created a storm. I totally took down the video. I'll try to do better. So anyway, y'all, that's it. and do something fun today. I think my fun is going to dump all my garbage and have a good time with the cable dude. Do a project. Bye now.